O Mother Nui, stretch high above this valley. Your starry body is our glory. Then see the hawk of yonder Rahur quit, his fiery splendor, oh so mighty. He brings a light for all our weary souls. He makes the broken spirit whole.
You know that terrible feeling of just sitting there trapped in gridlock and you're just wishing you could, I don't know, completely bypass the physical friction of reality entirely.
Oh, yeah. Just skip the traffic and magically arrive.
Right. Well, today's deep dive is actually looking at how 16th century occultists tried to do exactly that. We're pulling from translated grimoires and modern academic histories, and our mission today is to explore this one specific artifact, the fifth pentacle of the sun.
And this was essentially their way to, hack space and time for safe, really rapid travel.
Yeah, it's like the ultimate Renaissance VIP pass or a magical GPS that promises the roads are forever open. Okay, let's unpack this, because when I look at the design, I see geometry and text, right? I don't see an engine. Mechanically, how are these symbols actually translating into physical transport?
Well, to see the mechanics, we really have to look at the cosmological framework from the Greater Key of Solomon. The pentacle is engineered to invoke these really powerful solar spirits.
Okay, so it's spirit-driven.
Yeah, and historically, the promise of transporting you over a long distance in a short time, that wasn't a metaphor. They fully expected spirits of the air to physically lift and carry them.
Wait, they actually expected literal flight?
They did. Modern practitioners see it more as rapid astral projection or, just getting an obstacle-free road trip. But there is a massive catch built into this operation.
Because it's magic, so it's never that easy.
Exactly. The texts are super clear that spirits of the solar sphere are inherently proud and arrogant and highly volatile.
Wait, if the Key of Solomon explicitly describes these entities as arrogant and volatile, why would anyone trust their physical safety to something that actively resents being commanded? Relying on a chaotic force for a smooth journey, that just sounds like trying to put a saddle on a tornado.
It really does. But what's fascinating here is how the talisman handles that exact problem. It is not a polite request for assistance. It's a cage.
A cage. Okay, how does the design work as a cage?
Well, if we break down its anatomy right at the geometric center, there's a stylized Tau cross. And this acts as a sort of metaphysical grounding wire.
Oh, that's drawn from the book of Ezekiel, right? Where it marks the innocent to be spared from destruction.
Exactly. So placing it right in the center effectively makes the traveler a fixed point of divine protection. The chaotic solar spirits literally cannot touch the practitioner.
Right. And then to reinforce that center, you have the outer ring featuring verses from Psalm 91, and that explicitly commands angels to bear the traveler up so they don't dash thy foot against a stone.
Which is basically ancient travel insurance against mundane accidents.
Yeah, so you've got this perimeter fence of angelic oversight just crushing the arrogance of the solar spirits, forcing them into obedience.
Precisely. And the mechanism used to actually bind those specific spirits, Atad, Ribhar, Palpapalum, and Edo, that relies on the physical alphabet itself.
Yeah.
The script is Transitus Fluvi.
Right, which translates to passing of the river. Which is just wild because that specific script historically encodes the Jewish people safely crossing the Euphrates, so it's acting like an energetic tuning fork.
It really is.
You're not just writing names, you are forcing those volatile spirits to vibrate on the exact frequency of a safe journey home. The alphabet itself means crossing impossible physical boundaries.
Right. The history of the script becomes the fuel for the magic. And to connect this back to you, the listener, even if you aren't engraving gold talismans before your morning commute, this artifact perfectly illustrates humanity's universal frustration with physical boundaries.
It definitely highlights an ancient, really deep-seated anxiety we all have around the vulnerabilities of travel.
Yeah, these Renaissance magicians, they didn't view distance as a fixed reality. They saw the physical world as a dense illusion that could be folded using willpower and the right technology.
Which leaves you with this final thought to explore on your own. If a 16th century occultist looked at our modern airplanes and high-speed GPS networks, would they just see advanced engineering? Or would they simply assume we finally perfected our own modern fifth pentacles built to shrink a resistant world?